In this tutorial video, we're going to go over the Style tab in the Extreme Breakouts and Price Action Strategy. And once you bring up your strategy by clicking on your gear, you can go over here to the Style, and we're going to go over what each of these, how you can use them and what they control on the chart. So if you're looking at, let's just look at all-time high and all-time low, which are these top ones here. Okay, take those off. Okay, so now let's say we want to look at the all-time high or all-time low. So you can see here the green, which I had colored here in the Style tab for all-time high, and we have the red for the all-time low, is showing us as price continues to paint in the future. We have sections that dictate where our all-time high and all-time low are at. And now I have that set on 0 to show the all-time high and all-time low. If you want to do that over the last, say, whatever amount of bars, let's say 60 bars, for example. Let's say we're on an hour time frame. You'll see that here too. You'll see what the last, so this is the all-time high for the last 60 bars right here. Over here was the all-time high for the last 60 bars, and here's your all-time low for the last 60 bars. That's how you control that. And of course you can change the color on these to any color you want. See that back there, you can change the thickness, you can change the opacity of it. You could even change how you want it to look. Maybe you want it to be an area, you can have it be a step line, circles, histogram, whatever you like. Price lines. So that's how you would do that with these. Now this next two EMAs, what those control are in your main filter controls right here, or your main entry filters. And you have two EMAs. You have one look for across, above, or below EMA, and one that looks for above or below an EMA. So if we turn those on right now, you'll see those come on the chart. Let me adjust the settings here. Okay, we have below, very good. So we have the blue one. Let me see why the orange one is not showing up real quick. Across below, let's go above. Let's go above. Okay, it's because we had it on the same exact setting. Okay, let me fix that. Let me change their numbers. We'll make one 100. Okay, there you go. So the orange one here, the top EMA controls, which is your 10 EMA right now, is going to be this one, look for above, below EMA, will be your orange. And then this one, look for above, below EMA, without the cross, is going to be this bottom one, which is the blue. So those are those. Now these next three plots right here control the take profit. And if you click on show take profit indicator, it's going to be your Bollinger Band. So you can see here the Bollinger Band with whatever settings I use on the take profit. So right now I'm using, just as an example, we have a 5 indicator length for the Bollinger Band. We can actually boost that up to 20 as standard. And we have a multiplier of 5. Now if this is the simple moving average inside. You can of course change that to any color you like, any different display and different thickness. on here. And this is your upper band and lower band of the Bollinger Band. Now these next three here are also for the take profit. They're for the Keltner Channel. So let's go to that. There we go, Keltner Channel. Should be showing up. Let me see what the setting is right now. There we go. We had this other take profit, which was taking profit before. So now we have the Keltner Channel that's showing on the chart. There's our middle band. So again, you can just change any of these colors, change the thicknesses. This is your upper band and lower band of the Keltner Channel and your basis for it. Now these background colors, there's a by default green and red. The green one by default, and of course you can change that color and change the opacity. What that's signaling to you is whatever settings you have here for volume controls or breakout controls, main entry, whatever criteria you have, whatever is combined together, this is going to signal your entry. So the green is the entry for longs, and the red one is your entry for shorts. If I was using a short system here, I'm using a long only system right now on Tesla, but if you had a short system, you would have reds as your entries. And of course you can change the opacity and thickness of it. You're not seeing it show up right now because I'm using a long only system. You can take those off if you want, if you don't want to see it, or you can mess with your settings however you like. This plot here is your stop loss. So if you have a stop loss you're using and whatever settings you have, it's going to show up here. So you can see here. Let's find one. So here, for example, we entered the trade and we had 5% underneath that is our stop loss. And if you choose different settings on the stop loss, maybe let's choose 10%. Let's see it move down. If you use a trailing stop on it, you'll see it start to trail. And you can see how it started at 10% down here, started to trail price. So again, you can change this to be any thickness or color you want. You can change it to a different look if you don't like the line. It's whatever you like. These three down here, these plots and plot backgrounds are not visible. This is some things that are going on in the background. You don't use these, so you don't have to change the colors on these at all or anything. If you, let me change this back to line for a second. If you don't want to see the trades on chart for some reason, I don't know why you wouldn't. You can take that off here though. If you don't want to see whether it says long or short, or long exit or long entry, or short entry or short exit, you can take that off. And this is the quantity of the amount of stock you're buying, or cryptocurrency or Forex. It's the units that the trade is entering, so you can take that on or off too. So that's it for the style tab on how to use it and what it controls. Thank you for watching, and take care.